What if there's no heaven? What if we're asking the wrong question? What if the question isn't, is there a heaven? What if the question is, what are we doing while we're here? I watched a man pray before he went to war, and watched another pray for the other side more. Both convinced heaven had their back in the fight. Both buried sons before the end of the night. A preacher said salvation waits beyond the clouds, while a homeless mother cried beneath them out loud. A billionaire built a church with a golden dome, while a veteran slept on the sidewalk alone. Tell me where the line is drawn between faith and fear, between doing what's right and hoping somebody's keeping score up there. I ain't attacking belief, I'm examining motive, cause some people use religion the same way others abuse devotion.
What if there's no heaven?
No streets of gold above.
Would you still choose kindness?
Would you still choose love?
What if nobody's watching?
No angels keeping count.
Would you still be a good soul
when nobody's around? I met a nurse working double shifts, holding strangers' hands when their family split. Never talked religion, never preached a word, but if goodness has a face, then hers deserves to be heard. I met a man quoting scripture every day, talking about redemption in every way, then cheated his workers out of their pay and blamed the devil for his mistakes. See, life gets complicated when labels replace actions, when people wear morality like it's a fashion. The truth is uncomfortable and rarely convenient. Sometimes the most faithful people don't even speak about believing.
What if there's no heaven?
No throne beyond the sky.
Would you still lift people up?
Would you still try?
What if this life right here
it's all we ever get?
Would you spend it building bridges? Or living with regret?
Yeah. I stood in a graveyard once, reading names worn thin, thinking about how quickly every story reaches its end. Presidents and janitors, poets and thieves, all reduced to memories and the people they leave. Maybe immortality ain't what we've been told. Maybe it's every life we touch before our own grows cold. Maybe heaven isn't somewhere, maybe it's something we create every time we choose compassion instead of fear or hate. I don't know all the answers. Anybody claiming they do is probably selling something. I just know the world needs healing, more than another argument, more than another division, more than another excuse to avoid our responsibility. What if judgment isn't waiting at the end of the road? What if judgment happens daily in the weight of what we hold? And every promise broken, every chance ignored, every act of courage, every open door. What if meaning isn't found in what's waiting after death? What if meaning lives inside every single breath? The child who learns to read, the addict choosing change, the friend who talks somebody down when they drowning in pain.
What if there's no heaven?
Would your values disappear?
Or would they stand even stronger?
Because your time is limited here.
What if eternity
isn't promised after all?
Would you finally start living
instead of waiting for the call? Maybe there is a heaven, maybe there isn't one. Maybe the mystery itself is part of being human. But while philosophers debate and theologians disagree, people are still suffering right here in these streets. So maybe the challenge isn't proving who's correct. Maybe it's treating each other with dignity and respect. Cause if there is a heaven and goodness is the key, then surely love matters more than winning an argument endlessly.
What if there's no heaven?
What if there is?
Either way, tomorrow comes and the world still needs this.
More honesty, more courage,
more mercy, more truth,
more people willing to help
without demanding proof.
And maybe that's the answer.
Not certainty,
not
fear,
not reward.
Just becoming the kind of person
who would do the right thing,
even if nobody was watching,
even if nobody knew.
even if heaven was never guaranteed.
Because some things are worth doing
Simply because they're right.